people, welcome to another edition of that finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love. It's WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim. It's a sleepy Big Jim. The reason for that is we had a thunderstorm here in London of biblical proportions overnight. 4 a.m. It wasn't just like people upstairs had fallen out of bed. It was like building foundations shaking, lights going. The lightning wasn't coming down. It was like racing down the street. And then, of course, the rains came. And the dark flickering lights, it was almost as if Bray Wyatt had crept into the room. But thankfully, he hadn't. So life goes on as normal. And what is happening in life? Well, obviously, we're looking at Ring Domination right now in WWE SuperCard. And I didn't manage to do anything. I didn't manage to do a thing on Thursday because Ninja Boy's back at school, his mum's trying to sort some work out, I'm trying to sort some work out, various things. So today's been the first day I've had a chance to have a little play. So let's just have a little look, see where I've got to. As you can see, not too many shards down, but obviously there's 3 cards, not 1, not 2, but 3 cards to get with 3 days to go. So, well, 2.5 days technically. So hopefully I should be able to do that. But of a more pressing nature right now, I have a fusion chamber. The fusion chamber, long John Silver and a part in the fusion chamber, just keeping something down there for Jim Ladd, they be. Now, I've got a WrestleMania fusion chamber, chambre de fusion, waiting to be collected. Now, those of you who know my deck better than I do will remember that on the WrestleMania front, on the fusions, we have, not him, just moved, just I went to tap it. We have Stone Cold Steve Austin. And we also have, let's see, that's not his card either, is it? That's the, I'll get there in the end. That's the Stone Cold Steve Austin I wanted, next to Broccoli Legions. So those, either one of those two would give me a pro. I do have Vincenzo McMahon as a support card, tucked up here somewhere. I dare say at the back. Hello, Vincenzo. There he is. So, one of those two would be cool, but I am lacking on the Diva front still. Definitely lacking on the Diva front, so we could do the Diva. So let's see what we get. Either a nice pro or a Diva. The nerves are a jangling and a tingling as he presses claim reward. And Long John Silver says, here you go, Big Jim. Have a Triple H single. Okay, it's gonna be like that, is it? It's just gonna give me singles until we get into season 3, okay? I see your game plan. Flipping WWE SuperCard. Right, that's not really helped me at all, has it? Apart from increasing my odds of getting a pro next time. The amount of times I've said that, it's getting a bit tiring, getting a bit wearing. Money in the Bank, here we go, what, 11 days, 17 hours, only 1,400 points, another 8,000 to get my second Randy Orton. I'll just do a quick game in here as well. Now, for those of you, I still get a few people saying, what's the best deck to use in Money in the Bank? Just remember, of course, that you're not going to mess up a pull from whatever tier you're in because you don't pull any cards in this. So just go for a tier or a setup that works for you. So as you know, I've got a Pro Miz at SummerSlam level, but I'm not putting him in here because that would then start chucking some SummerSlam pros at me. And he's the only one I've got fully pro'd at the moment. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? So I put him on the bench. He's on the bench. He's going, the moneymaker's on the bench. How dare I? Well, we're not discussing contracts with him. He's there. He's on the bench. He's a sub. And we're playing very much with the WrestleMania event cards and a few of the pros. And a few single SummerSlam cards as well, which need powering up. Albeit this is quite a laborious way of doing it. Because you tend to have to play your worst cards in the lower levels when it's just a single stat. And as you know, just powering up single stats at a time can take quite a while. I'm trying to stick to the Money in the Bank gold briefcases because, of course, then you can get maximum points. We should be okay here. We've got 3 event cards there. So I should be plain sailing from here. And nice and easy, nice and cool. So have you guys managed to get both of the SummerSlam cards? Have you got Broccoli Legions and Randall Orton? Randall Keith Orton, or are you not bothering? Have you given up? We're just playing it casually, just doing a few events. It was a bit frustrating with the Ring Domination. Was it Ring Domination Road to Glory? The team event on Monday. We got the SummerSlam card. That wasn't a problem. But we also went for the John Cena WrestleMania card. But again, I'd been out of action for about 24 hours. And we did some frantic chiselling towards the end, some frantic finger tapping. And we ended up 8 shards short from the end. Now, I know it was only a WrestleMania card. It would have made a pro for me. It's just a bit frustrating when you set your sights on something and it doesn't quite come off. Right. Just one thing to mention, of course. Just sporting my where are we? Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn shirt. Thanks to our mates at Wrestle Crate. Don't forget you can get 10%. There's a bit of an advert coming out here. You can get 10% off your first order through WrestleCrate.co.uk or WrestleCrate.com if you use the code. Do you remember the code? BadLadDad. Name of this channel, BadLadDad. Use that, you get 10% off. Don't forget it. Now, the observant, how observant are you? The observant among you, if you just have a look down here, just below my picture, you can see latest SummerSlam card. It's not Randall Keith Orton from Money in the Bank, as you would have seen in the last video. It is now a Roman Reigns. And where has our friend Roman come from? Well, would you believe, about an hour ago, I was just doing a small bit of finger tapping frenzy, just warming up for this video while Ninja Boy's mum was basically cluttering up the room. I was waiting for her to get out of the way so I could do this. And I got Roman as a pull from Ring Domination. So it's a shame it didn't happen on camera. These things very rarely do happen on camera. It would have been nice because my reaction at first was like, no, it's Roman Reigns. I was like, well, no, actually, it's not a bad SummerSlam card to have. So it's like, yay, it's Roman Reigns. So let's, when it stopped waiting on a network, you can't see the wheel whirring round, whereas I can. The question is it going to crash? Round and round she goes, where she stops, nobody knows, and she stopped. We're still working, we're still there. Right, let's just do a little bit of this. I've bought myself some bouts, because obviously, starting the day behind, I do want to try and play a bit of catch-up. So, that's what I need to do. I'm assuming you guys have been playing fine and are going for this. It's not as easy as Road to Glory, because Road to Glory, the first 6 or 7 cards, you can do basically while you're eating your dinner, fixing the car or whatever, can't you? You can just sit there tapping the screen. Don't even need to look at what you're doing. Whereas with Ring Domination, you do have to apply some tactics from the get-go. So it's not straightforward. It's not a straightforward chisel. You do have to pay some attention. Just be mindful of what you're doing, because you lose, sir, and it does become a bit of a pain in the backside. Just picking off 4 shards at a time rather than the full 8. If you've got your boosts, like a bit of a boost. So that's why it's head down. Not so much talky. There's more head down, paying attention to what I'm doing. Now, what else have I got to tell you? I did the video for Yahoo Sport, which was the review of what happened at Backlash, which is still on their page now, Yahoo Sport UK, if you want to try and find that. But I did mention sort of my thoughts on Backlash in our previous video. So you can see that in the links that I'll flash up on screen. But also, of course, I mentioned Wrestle Crate. We've got that Wrestle Crate unboxing where Ninja Boy got very excited with all the things that we were opening. And we should, fingers crossed, have another Wrestle Crate unboxing in a couple of weeks for you. So that's something, well, certainly for us to look forward to. I don't know if you look forward to it. I don't know if you enjoyed it. You might have thought it was a waste of time. You might have thought it was fantastic. Who knows? We never know. We just have to find out now and again from your feedback down below. And don't be afraid to put your comments down below, because obviously we need to know what you guys are thinking to see if there's anything you want us to incorporate or change or do differently. That ostensibly, it's a big word. It's a big word for a SuperCard video. Basically, we do this kind of thing, when Ninja Boy can be bothered, to enjoy ourselves, have a bit of fun and speak to you guys, find out what you're up to. And it's all been part of the SuperCard community these past couple of years. Just having a bit of a laugh, really. So I don't particularly want to get bogged down in a lot of instructions from people, but I do listen to constructive criticism. I do obviously ban anything that's not constructive and just basically abusive. But look at that legendary pull as well. Doing okay. Not that's going to be anything other than fodder for the chambre de fusion. But we do listen to what you guys say. And one of the things that we must do, and we must do within the next 48 hours of this video going up, you've reached the limit of enhancements, you pig. Okay, what we must do is the Top Slam. We owe you a Top Slam video, and that is because at the end of the last Top Slam video we did offer up 6 cards from myself, 6 cards from Ninja Boy for 2 lucky winners, so we need to select those winners and let you guys know who they are, and it could be you. If you've entered, it could be you. And there's also all the other things that we play. We just have not had a chance to sit down together and do some more videos. As you guys know, those of you seen us regularly, I do my WWE stuff for Yahoo Sport. I was up watching Backlash at 1 AM to 4 AM UK time on Sunday night, Monday morning. Had to do the video at 6 AM, take Ninja Boy to school. I then had a few bits and pieces to do during the day. I was going to get some sleep. Got a phone call, had to go and do a West Ham podcast late on Monday evening in central London at a radio station. So pretty tired then. No chance to do YouTube. Tuesday, got an early morning phone call. Could I do an interview with somebody as part of my job as a sports journalist, which I did. That took up Tuesday. Lo and behold, something else cropped up Wednesday of a similar nature. So really not had a chance to sit down with you guys, have a chat with you and let you know what we've been up to. But I've just done that. I've just told you what we've been up to, and hopefully we're going to give you a bit of love over this weekend and ping out a few more videos on all the silly things that we get up to. And if you want to see what we get up to, you know what to do. Like down below if you like the video. Subscribe please as well if you haven't subscribed to us already. Don't forget we're on Twitter at BadLadDad, and then you'll find out when our latest videos are going to come out. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook also at BadLadDad. Bit of a theme. And don't forget, as I mentioned, WrestleCrate.co.uk or WrestleCrate.com. If you use the code BadLadDad, you'll get 10% off your first order. You can end up with something like this and various other goodies that you can get from Wrestle Crate. So, have a cracking weekend, but you will see us at some stage over this weekend. Don't forget that. And until we do see you next time, you stay cool.